United Nations dedicated 2012 to cooperatives. I think there will be a need for fair trade, possibly.
2012 has been declared by the UN as the International Year of the Cooperatives. All or several, I would say most of the small farmer organizations that engage in fair trade are organized as cooperatives. I do visualize a situation where the growing popularity of fair trade actually makes the UN look seriously in the years to come, sooner than later hopefully, at an international year, a UN International Year for Fair Trade. I think the active participation of fair trade cooperatives in the International Year of the Cooperatives should actually provide the impetus for fair trade itself to be recognized seriously by international agencies and bodies like the UN.
What do you think, Tomy, about fair trade future?
Well, I think fair trade is at the crossroads today. The work that pioneering companies like CTM Mercato and several other alternate trading organizations did for the last 1.5 decades, sometimes 2 decades, in some cases for 3 decades almost, are actually bearing results now. Fair trade is no more a very niche market. It's becoming extremely mainstream. Now this offers both opportunities and challenges. There's phenomenal opportunity because the mainstreaming of fair trade means ever so many more producers from the producing south are able to access market on fair terms. It also means that the market is expanding rapidly, and when market expands as rapidly as it does now, it does offer challenges. For several people, fair trade is now probably a marketing tool. And we should not grudge the fact that fair trade has become powerful enough that even big companies are able to see the use of fair trade or the power of fair trade and are forced to admit the strength of the label. Therefore, there are several companies that are looking at fair trade. Now, the challenge for alternate trading organizations like CTM, for several other alternate trading organizations, is to be the conscience keepers of fair trade. Because you created the label, you created the market for fair trade, you did the work that nobody else was willing to do. Today, when everybody wants to embrace fair trade, it's up to you to make sure that those who embrace fair trade, embrace it on fair trade terms. So the challenge for fair trade today and tomorrow is to grow and yet keep its soul intact. The heart and soul of fair trade is justice and fairness. And it's important that as it grows rapidly, as the use of fair trade either as a label or fair trade as a way of trading becomes more and more popular, we manage to retain its soul. And I believe organizations like CTM Mercato have the experience to uphold the rights of producers and to ensure that principles of trade justice are upheld, and a label is finally for ensuring that trade, not just the labeled fair trade, but I would say global economic activity and global trading activity happens on more fair terms and more just terms. I think we producers, hand in hand with alternate trading organizations, must welcome this historical juncture for fair trade and be confident that we can actually maintain the soul and heart of fair trade even as it becomes the norm rather than a very niche activity. It's fine.
Okay.
You got what you wanted.